This is exercise 5B of the Getting to Know ArcGIS desktop, updated for ArcGIS 9.3 course. Again, as always, start Arcmap, step 1, open existing map, and this time, of course, we will be working on exercise 5B. Today we'll be updating a poster that we will be doing on Africa. So this is the post that we will be using. You can go out of the layout view and switch to the data view by using the data choice under the view panel, or you can switch between the two views using these two buttons on the far left lower of the viewing frame. Okay. The first thing we want to do is change how we represent the countries. So make sure you are at full extent. There we are. And in the third step, you will right-click on the country's layer, not the data frame, but the layer for the layer properties. Go ahead and go to the Symbologies tab, and we will be categorizing by categories unique values. As you can see, you can categorize them by many different fields depending on which data you want to categorize by. We will be categorizing by name, and unique values means that for every unique value for a name, they will be given a different color. Right now, all values are given one color. We're going to add all the values to this list. Okay. Now this is the assigned colors that are assigned randomly, and we don't want all other values to be selected. To more easily select the color ramp is the coloring scheme that will be used to categorize the different values, and this was by name of country. Let's take away the graphic view, and by chance, pastel has been chosen for me. If pastel is not one of your choices, let's say you want to have it in muted pastels, or some other color, such as slopes or magentas, go ahead and do that, but we'll stick with pastels now. Make sure, like I said, all the values is clicked off, and click OK. You'll see two things have happened. The first is that the countries have now each have their own color assigned to them. And the second is that there's been a key added in the table of contents under the countries. It's a little bit too big, so I'm going to minimize that. Now I want to add the labels to the countries. So again, you right-click the countries and click on Label Features. We're finished with labeling the countries, and you'll see the effect if you click back to Layout View. Now, the countries have their own color, and the labels are shown. And now I want to work with the rivers view. So go ahead into the data view, right-click on the rivers data frame, make sure that that's activated. So now you're working with the rivers data frame. This data frame is made up of two layers, the rivers and the countries. We want to label the unique values of the rivers. So go ahead and right-click on Rivers, Properties. The Symbology tab, go to Categories, Unique Values. This time we do not want to go by name, but by type, because there are a couple of different types of rivers, namely the intermittent and the perennial. Unclick all of the values. We just want these two types of rivers. Intermittent means that the rivers are smaller rivers that are not always flowing, and perennial means that they're always flowing. They're major rivers. At this time they're assigned randomly, again by pastel, and we don't want that, so we'll go ahead and double click on the first one is intermittent. we want to scroll a little bit more than halfway down to intermittent river. Let's see if I can find that. This might be tricky to find. There we go. Stream intermittent. And click OK. We also want to change the perennial. This one is easier to find. It's right at the beginning. Go ahead and click on river. And if you click on OK, you'll see the changes. Now, the large rivers are dark blue, and the intermittent rivers are a much lighter blue. Now we can check to make sure that everything has been done. Again, go back to the layout view, and you'll see now the rivers have also changed representation, the categories. That's it for exercise 5b. If you're finished, go ahead and go to exercise 5c.